What's up, athletes? Today we are looking at the barbell back squat. Now this is gonna be one of the most essential exercises that you can ever have in your program. What we're doing here is we're activating primarily our quads and our glutes, but this is ultimately a full body exercise. Everything's getting worked. You are gonna be taxed during this exercise when you're doing it properly. And the most important thing, making sure that you have a straight back and your core is engaged. What that means is that you're not gonna be squeezing your abs necessarily, but what we're trying to do is build a lot of pressure in our abdominal wall and push laterally outwards. The way that you can try doing that, have your thumbs right at your belly button, go all the way to your side, take a breath and push outwards, and you should feel your belly expand laterally out to the sides. That means that your core is gonna be engaged nice and strong. Now, when it comes down to the movement, there's a couple different ways you can get this bar onto your back. I like to have a high bar squat. So what that looks like is the bar right up here. A lot of people also like to go for a low bar squat, but as you can tell, your shoulders have to have a lot of mobility getting down here. I don't feel good down here, so I'm gonna have this high bar squat right at this spot instead. Before I unrack this weight, I wanna get my hands nice and close. If my hands are close, what that's gonna do is allow me to get my upper back really nice and tight. The more muscles that I'm engaging in these compound exercises, like a back squat, the stronger I'm gonna feel and the more weight I'm gonna be able to lift. So get your hands nice and close, starting off with your thumbs right at the inside knurling of this bar. Rack your thumbs underneath, and then get right underneath this bar. Your wrists are gonna be pulled backwards. You need to pull your knuckles pointing up into the sky. Now from here, your elbows are probably gonna be sitting back. Tuck your elbows down. Now I'm nice and engaged. My lats are nice and strong. They're squeezed up. I'm gonna lift this bar out of the rack. 2 powerful steps back. I'm not walking backwards and taking all these patter steps. I'm taking 2 strong steps back out of the rack, keeping my chest tall. Knuckles are up, elbows are down. Bracing in my midsection. Like I said, pressure out laterally in your waist. Squatting straight down. Now, as I squat down, I want my hips to go below my kneecap. That's gonna be your full squat. From here, standing straight back up. A couple things we wanna pay attention to. We don't want to emphasize our weight on our heels. What we do wanna emphasize is tripod. So that means that your big toe, your pinky toe, and your heel have even pressure on your feet as you're squatting straight down. Knees going over your toes is not inherently a bad thing. It's okay for your knees to go over your toes. The strongest powerlifters are doing this. What we have to make sure is that our core is engaged, our chest is upright, and as we're squatting up, our knees are corkscrewing outwards. That's gonna prevent knee valgus, or our knees caving in. When we're doing this, now we're vulnerable to injuring ourselves. Turn your knee out, so it's pointing over your pinky toes as you're squatting straight up. That's also gonna get your glutes to engage a little bit more activation, and allow you to stand up nice and strong and tall. That's your barbell back squat.